This is question 1-3. Rank in order the three greatest causes of the Revolutionary War. The options are A. Unfair and excessive taxation, B. Repression of civil liberties, C. Limitation of westward expansion, D. Oppressiveness of British military, and E. Limitation of the colony's economic development. The three great causes of the Revolutionary War were excessive and unfair taxation, limitation of westward expansion, and restriction of civil liberties.
For the first topic, unfair and excessive taxation, there were three important acts. The first one, the Sugar Act of 1764, put excessive tax on sugar from West Indies, which forced colonists to buy sugar from England so Britain would benefit. The second one was the Stamp Act from 1765, which put tax on paper and any legal documents from the colonists. The third one is the Townshend Act of 1767. It put tax on excessive number of items that was unnecessary, such as tea, glass, paint, and paper. The colonists were angered by this because they thought that the British government was too far away, but they still had control over them.
For the limitation of colonies' economic development, there are two main things that limited the colony's economic development. The first being mercantilism, where they were expected to furnish projects needed in a mother country, and it really limited which products they could make and which ones they couldn't, such as they could make tobacco, sugar, ship mass, and they were refrained from exporting woolen cloth, beaver hats, and other things. And this angered the colonists as they were not able to indulge in economic self-sufficiency or practice self-government. Another thing that limited the colony's economic development was the Navigation Law of 1650 and other subsequent laws. And the Navigation Law of 1650 said that the commerce flowing to and from the colonies could be transported only in British vessels, and subsequent laws required that European goods going to America had to first land in Britain, where tariff duties could be collected and British middlemen could take some of the profit. Also, enumerated goods angered the colonists because they had to ship exclusively to Britain even if the prices were better elsewhere, and some of these enumerated goods were tobacco.
And then the last one, repression of civil liberties. The first one, the Quartering Act, forced colonists to house soldiers and provide them with basic necessities even if they didn't want to. The Boston Tea Party's result or aftermath also repressed civil liberties. The government of Massachusetts was taken down by Britain and was replaced with a Britain military governor. The British government also closed the Boston seaports, which disrupted daily life. In conclusion, the three most important causes of the Revolutionary War was unfair taxation, restriction on economic development, and repression of civil liberties.